Good morning, everybody. Oh, guess I could grab my Surface if I can. My name is Liz. This is the Crafty Queens page. We're gonna go live and do a craft today. Sorry if I bumped you, but I forgot where I had I forgot to grab my canvas. Who's drinking coffee today? Let me pull up comments so I can see real good. So it snowed in Ohio. I need to refresh this. And it's been like 50s, 60s, 40s. It's been really nice in Ohio. That's really nice for us this time of year. And it snowed, and it's like Ohio done forgot how to operate in the snow, y'all. So that happened, and I got home about 7 seconds ago. Good morning, Miss Carol. Hello, Miss Shannon. I'll tell you all about my day, girl. I've lived a whole life now. Hello, Miss Tracy. How are you? All right, let me take a sip here. I have lived a whole life since I seen y'all last, since I woke up this morning. So we, I think it would be here. It's not. Let's see. Well, I don't know where it is then. Okay. Good morning. Miss Carol's here. Hello, Chalking At The White Elephant, Miss Mary. I hope everybody's having a good day. Do you see what Alana made me? She made Colton and her chokers. They've been wearing them to school. They're so cute. We're just gonna use a canvas today. I'm gonna find my pencil. There it is. And we are gonna do a barn today. How's that? Good morning, Miss Bonnie. How are you? This Nana's crafting. Good morning. Crafty. Hello. Okay. So my morning, I'll tell you now. Mornings are for the birds. Okay. Let me think. I'm gonna have like some ground, and then we're gonna have a barn, if I didn't say that already. We're gonna do a barn. I kind of think I want it like there. Where's my other one? And I'm thinking I want another line here. Yeah. And then we'll do all the way up. Not all the way, but you know, all the way. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. How are you? You guys. So we wake up. It's been 40s, 50s, 60s. It's been very nice. It snowed, which, you know, honestly, to be fair, tracks for Ohio. Ohio makes no dag-nab sense. It snows. Colton's got shorts on. I'm like, buddy, you gotta put it, you know, you gotta put some pants on. He's like, oh. And so he goes and puts pants on. We leave to get them to school at 7:40, and I just got back about 5 minutes ago. Tell me how that works, huh? Good morning, Miss Joe. And my doggies are gonna bark because they love me so much. Ma'am, zip it. The roads are icy, and apparently I wasn't the only one that was not expecting the snow, because we went our regular way and there was an accident, so we had to turn around. Belle, please, for the love. So we turned around, and this is looking okay, right? Just whatever shape barn, they make a million shapes, at least here in Ohio. Maybe because we all build our own. Good morning, April. Thank you for dealing the Queen's girl. So whatever shape you like for your barn. But we turn around because there was an accident, and we go down the other way. That's not gonna work for me. And the other way is the busier road, so I'm like, it'll be more clear. There's not a salt truck in sight. Good morning, Miss Pat. Hello, Lori. I'm just venting about my morning because I'm still in shock, honestly. No salt trucks. We're going 20 and a 55, which was actually, I complain about that, but An hour later, I would have been going 3 in a 55. So I really shouldn't have, you know, complained. Okay, that looks more kind of like a house. Now, hang on a minute here. So we get to the bus stop, which is only 3.5 miles from my house, but takes us 5 years and 7 nights, right? And we get to the bus stop and the bus is not coming. And I keep checking their school things. I'm like, how are they having school today? Like, they have canceled school for fog before. No kidding. I'm not playing. But they have school today? Like, why? And so I keep checking the app and they keep putting out like little things about, you know, go slow, be safe, the roads are bad, blah, blah, blah. Well, I wait about 30 minutes at the bus stop and then my husband calls and I was kind of thinking it. And he's like, I really don't want the kids on the bus with anybody else. like, no, it's too bad out. And I was like, you know, I agree. So I start heading back home. Thank God I did when I did, because I was like, I have a live at 9:15. And I think I got home at 9:12. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, we're going with this. It's going to be abstract. We're going to call it abstract. Thank you for launching the love. Hello, Lori, if I didn't say hi to you, girl. Close enough, right? And so we were sitting there and we were like inching, and I had my GPS up to see how far I was from home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And my husband's like, girl, why didn't you just cancel your live? I'm like, because I want to see my people. And because it's crazy if I can't get home in an hour and a half. We're 3.5 miles away. Good morning, Miss Cindy. So I leave the bus stop, right? And I get, let me see what else I have here. Maybe something like this. I get, you know, away for a while, and then we get another text, and it's like the buses are super delayed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so glad I'm not still sitting there wondering where in the heck our bus is. So we made it. Hello, Patty. Good morning, Jenny. We made it by the skin of our teeth. How, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone for a minute because we can add other stuff later. And we can add, okay, yeah, I think this is good for a minute. All right, so here's this. So I'm woke up now, but I haven't had coffee, and I've had this, I wanted to do a barn, paint a barn. I just didn't have like a surface really in mind. So that's what I was gonna work on when I had 45 minutes when I got back home today, but hello, Lois. But since I ended up having 3 minutes, we're going to use a canvas because I have them, and we're going to just use what we have. Okay. Now let me think about my life. I know for sure I want some light blue, and we're gonna want some green. I'm like half. Hold on, I got excited. I am like halfway through the 3rd book of Inheritance Games, and it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So that's on my mind. Okay, what do I need? Barn red. I need a barn red, which I feel like, oh no, oh no, hold on. We'll pick that up after. I feel like Tuscan red. Tuscan red is a really good, like, Barney type colored red. I'm gonna have to pick that up later. It's gonna be one of those mornings if I don't get it together. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do some gray, and I'm sure I'll need white. I want some gray for my barn. And if we need white, black, brown, all that, I'll get that out too. But let's start here. Let's just start here. And I'm gonna start with a paintbrush, and then we'll switch to palette knife to put a little bit of texture in there. I think I'm gonna start with this one. So how's your day going? How's it been for you? I'm just gonna kinda start with the blue. I'm gonna start with the background first. And if it overlaps my line a little bit, that's fine. It's always the mornings that you think you have your life figured out too. That God's like, oh no, you don't have anything figured out, girl. You just wait. Okay. All right, I think that's pretty good. So it's just a light blue color. What is that color? I love it. I actually need to get more of it. Alana picked it out, but we're getting more. It's called Regency or Regency blue. Regency blue. Just a light blue. I'm gonna go ahead, do this. Maybe later we'll put some clouds in. But for now, I'm gonna do that. And then we are gonna use, I need something bigger than that. Maybe this. Hello, Miss Mel. It's going, Miss Lois. Did I make you feel better about your morning by telling you all the chaos of mine? Some days, y'all, some days. I'm gonna take this green. Now this green is English Ivy green. And I don't care who you are, you need it. If you like anything rustic, primitive, vintage looking, it's a sexy green. I am working and watching. I'm a nervous wreck. Oh, about my life. Or death procedure in half an hour. Miss Shannon. Girl, prayers for you. I don't know what you're having dinner, if you want to share or not, but prayers for you, girly. See, I'm sitting here complaining about the road, y'all. And Shannon's over here like, shut up, girl. Good morning, Miss Patricia. Miss Donna's here. Hello, Miss Donna. I missed you. I'm sorry, girl. I don't think I said hi to you. All right. Hang on. I'm not doing the sides until we're done with our front because I just want to make a mess. I should have done this green after. I might put on another layer of green after. Because see the top of this brush, how it makes it look like grassy? Okay. Yes, prayers. Yes, 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 girly. Guys, my husband went in for yesterday morning. We had to be there at like, I think we left our house at 6:15 or something. We had to be there around 7 or something. And he went back for a steroid epidural. So it's kind of like a shot, but they do an epidural first, right? Which if you've ever, you know, had one, you might know, like they kind of go into your spine with like a tube so that they can insert medication. When you're pregnant and having a baby, that medication is to like numb you, right? Well, this medication was to like maybe numb the nerve or, well, place the steroid. That's what it was for. And they said that it was going to take like an hour. Yes, prayers, Miss Shannon, girl. Good morning, Linda. What kind of green does everybody need, Miss Liz? Everybody needs English Ivy green. There it is. Don't get my face in your screenshot now. That's the front. That's what it looks like. It's beautiful. This is only one coat, but that gives you an idea. And he goes back, and they're like, it'll be about an hour. And hold on, I think I messed up my entire world. And he comes out like 20 minutes later. I was like, sir. I was very relieved because I was nervous the whole time, even though it was super simple. No, Miss Andrea, they did not. Good morning. It's my sister. Andrea Ingram is my sister. Calm down. And it's her birthday today, y'all. So wish her a happy birthday. Hello, Miss Mary. How are you, girl? You're a little late. That's okay. All I've been doing is complaining about my morning. No, Andrea, we went all the way to the bus. Then we sat there and waited for like 20 or 30 minutes. And then the more we waited, like me and Cody were talking on the phone, the more we got nervous of like putting the kids on the bus with whoever is driving the bus. So I started going back home, and I had this live that started at 9:15 and I got home at 9:12. 3.5 miles. I was sitting on Old Worthington Road for like an hour. So it's been crazy. Me too, Miss Carol. Let me dry with this real quick, and then we're going to lay our red down, and then we might lay some other things on top of it. Infusion. Oh, you are older than me. She's 51 weeks older than me, y'all. 51 weeks older than me. Don't forget it. I'm starting to get crow's feet, though. I looked. Are you getting an infusion, Miss April? But yeah, so anyway, Cody, he goes back. They're like, it'll be about an hour. He comes back 5 seconds later, and I was like, I thought something happened. He's like, I'm done. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it wasn't bad at all. They went boop, 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 see you later. And he felt great because he was numb. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Becca. Thanks, guys, for wishing her a happy birthday. Miss Lois, Miss April. So he was feeling great, and they had told him to bring a driver and all that good stuff. Good morning, girl. And he drove home. He's like, no, I feel great. I'm numb. So he drove home, and then it wore off, and then he was a little sore. And my son had an appointment too. So I took him to that later, and Cody slept. He was like in his room for like 6 hours. He was tired. Don't look at the sides. We're doing the sides later. At a later date. I'm done. Done with the sides. Good morning, Miss Marcia. Yes, happy birthday, Andrea. All right, so this is what we got, guys. Just one layer of paint. Starting to get our shape on there. Let me see if I've got anything that I can use here. I mean, I could. I don't want to use this. I'm going to use this. It's a little smaller. Makes me feel a little safer. Good morning, Georgette. Call me beautiful. Georgette, if you would have seen me, I probably am going to have bruises on my hands tomorrow because Andrea can tell you how scaredy cat I am when I drive. Anyways, like on a regular sunny Tuesday. And so today I was a hot wreck. I made Cody stay on the phone with me till I got home. After waiting a year. For your suffering. Oh, I'm so glad, Miss April. That's amazing. All right, let's get our first layer on here. I need a cleaner brush. This one's trying to act like grass. I need a cleaner brush. I'm gonna get the bulk of this in here, and then we're gonna do the edges with a nicer, like with a, you know what I mean, the different brush. All right, let's clean up these edges here. I need some more red. You driving in this, dude. You and me both, sister. I was not having it. I was not happy. Good morning, Teresa. You guys would not ever know I was born and raised here. Minus 2 years in Florida, but that really teased me. Good morning, Miss Brenda. Yes, prayers, girl. So you wouldn't know it by the way I act when it snows and I have to drive in it. Okay, so let's clean this edge up a little bit here. And I'm not super worried about that. I'm just gonna worry about this. Hold on, I got a booger. These paintbrushes shed. It's like because they're like encased in whatever the heck that is. Yes, Miss Shannon, you are welcome, girl. And when they shed, sometimes they fall into your painting. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and clean this up. Even though there's going to be some gray up there. There we be. I'm all thrown off. I should have used that brush for the gray, guys. It's okay. We'll get there eventually. You did? Okay, I'll look. You don't ever have to share if you don't want to, but if you want to, we are here, girl. Alright, I'm just making some cleaner edges here. Do you hear your girl, Andrea? Are you still here? That's your girl. She found her reflection again. She sits there and barks at my hutch that has photos in it because it has glass in it. And the chick gives herself a piece of her own mind. She's a wreck. Okay. And she also does that when she's trying to get June to play with her. And June won't. June's like, girl, I'm like 4 now. I'm lazy. Okay. All right, I think just right here. Oh, did you see that? About to put my finger in it. These shedding brushes, I'm telling you. All right, let's get this cleaned up before I forget. And then clean that back up. Okay, so we got a basic thing happening here. I'm gonna dry this, but just so y'all see it real quick, just basic shape. Her birthday is the 12th. I put it in my calendar when you told me it, but I wouldn't have known until probably the 12th because I feel so good. Oh, that's right, Miss Shannon. I seriously believe in like prayer and like Psycho Pisces. Oh, is that what you meant, Psycho Pisces? Because that's definitely how I read it. Definitely not a bristle. That was not a bristle. That was this brush shedding. There's like a casing on it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but they paint them or something, and then like that falls off. Just give them to me. Just give them to me raw wood. I'm okay with that. Don't have it shed on my painting. That's what I don't want. Miss Shannon, I'm so glad you feel comfy enough. Just laying down until we heard her. Where are the barkies coming from? Sorry, Becca. He's like, who's the tiny Rottweiler? She is this big. Let me think. She's a Maltese what? I can never remember. It starts with an S, I think. The ones with the underbites. Shih Tzu. Maltese Shih Tzu mix. And she's 8 whole pounds, but she believes that she is a Rottweiler that's bigger than me. She ain't scared of nobody. She did kind of flinch at my husband when she first came to live with us, but she's got him wrapped around her finger now. She's good. Okay. Let's grab a drink of coffee. Good morning, Kingdom Makers. How are you, girl? I was trying to remember your name. I don't remember. But good morning. I hope you're having a good day. Let's do our green next because I want to put some green up in here and make it kind of look like grass. Kind of sort of look at this, Andrea. If you're lucky, Alana might make you one too for your birthday, girl. She brought those out the other day. She got a loom band set from her Tooth Fairy money. And she brought this out the other day. She said, I made you something. And I tried to put it on my wrist and it was way too tight. Good morning, Sandra, girl. Thank you. You might have told me before, and there's so many pages, sometimes I forget. It did, Brenda. Girl, you gotta watch the first 10 minutes of this live where I just complain about the snow and the hour and a half I spent in the car today. 140-pound Great Dane was afraid of it. Oh, yeah. It is funny. That's funny. Heck yes, I'll take it. But she came out. She goes, here you go, Mommy. I made this for you. And she thinks my wrist is as big as hers. I don't know why. And Miss Mary said, wow. And this is like an overgrown, you know, it needs some help type of barn. Just go with it. because that's what we're doing. And I said, girl, that's way too tight. I can't, because I didn't want her to get upset if she didn't see it on my wrist like in a day or two, right? And I was like, honey, that's going to dig into mommy. Is there any way you can make it bigger? She goes, no, and just walks away. I was like, okay then. So I wore it as long as I could, and then I take it off and I put it on the couch, and I come back later, or she comes out later, and she goes, here you go. I added a few more since you just kept taking it off. Our little dogs definitely have bigger attitudes. Yeah, 100%. 100%. She grew up with is he a German Shepherd Great Dane mix? So he actually is bigger than me. He's huge. He is beautiful. And so she ain't scared of nothing. She's like, my big brother will get you. Okay. So that's what you get. You don't throw a fit, because that's what I got in me today. An overgrown barn. Okay. Bella 8 pounds is the boss of Boomer. See? Exactly. Okay. Let's go with that. And then I wonder if I should take this. I'm going to take a little bit of this paint off because I really want this brush. I have another one, but it won't look bad if it's got red and gray in it, and I kind of want to see what it'll do. Okay. Okay, sorry, I can't breathe and talk and do that at the same time, apparently. Oh, I think I have silver up here too. I have silver, yep. We're gonna do a silver roof and a black door. It's coming together. And some white clouds. We got this. That's good enough for me. Good morning, Miss Patty. Yeah, I thought he was a Great Dane German Shepherd mix. He's a big bulky dude though. He is not shaped like no Great Dane. He's tall like one, and that's it. He's a big feller. He looks like Scooby-Doo. I wish you could post pictures in there because he looks like Scooby-Doo. He's adorable. He's old. All our dogs are getting old. Let's see. All right. While I'm focusing on that, let me see. I'm going to do one more layer of some grass up here where it gets kind of weird because it was covering up the white canvas. And we'll let that dry while we're working on the roof. You could use different colored greens too, but I think this will work. That'll work. Saying that, that's what you get. You don't throw You blame me. That's okay, Miss Becca. Listen, I got it from my 5 or 4-year-old son when he was in preschool, so... Scooby, did he, Mel? Is that blue apple barrel? Or this is apple barrel Regency or Regency blue, I think. That's what the thing looks like, and that's the color. Isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous. Did I miss anybody else? I think I'm good. Looks good. I love old barns. Me too. And I drive past 27 of them every day, so I thought, why not, right? Okay, so we did our church the other day, and I need spring, so I'm just trying to like not wake up to snow ever again. So this is how we do that. We just paint barns in pretty weather. I got to put more blue there, but I'll do that later. Okay, we need some clouds, and we need some let me get some whites. We need some white and some black. And then black. And then I think I'm going to do a silver roof. I believe, I believe. Good morning, Miss Mary. How are you, girl? What was I doing with the white clouds? I'll throw a few little clouds in here. And they can be as pigmented or as light as you want them. My computer really wants to do an update right now. I'm not really trying to make this look cartoonish, but I'm gonna like not do super heavy on the whole cloud situation. But I think this will be good. Just a little something. Okay. So just a few little clouds through there. Oh, which is old. Yeah, that is kind of old for a bigger dog, isn't it? Oh, sweet thing. My dog is obese, so we don't expect him to live like 16 years like a lot of Bichons do, but it's still gonna kill me. It's still he's on a diet, but somehow he maintains his figure, and I think the kids and my husband, because of course it can't be my fault. Okay, that's better. That's better. All right, let's put a door on. With what? With this? Oh, y'all look. I can't with the paintbrushes today. Am I being punked? All right. Let's put a door on. And then I think I'm gonna take a palette knife and we're gonna do some other, okay, let's see. I can't see my lines any longer. But I feel like they were about there. About there-ish. What time did I go on? 9:15, so I got till 10. Okay. All right. Good morning, Doris. Good morning, Doris. How are you, girl? Doris, is it nice where you are? Please tell me yes. I gotta live vicariously through somebody. We woke up to more snow in Ohio. Spent an hour and a half not taking my kids to school, but getting them up and ready and going to the bus like we were going to. Okay. And I'm gonna dry what I have real quick, and then I put a little bit on top of that too. Thank you for sprinkling. Good to see you. Oh, it's cold, but sun. Okay, well, you know, cold and stuff like here in PA. Yeah, same, Tony. Same, girl. I'm ready for springy poo. I am ready. I mean, I'm actually ready for summer and the ocean, but I'll take springy poo at this point. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's supposed to look rustic. But just didn't want to see the red through there. I'm going to take this one. And I am gonna go through here. Okay. Okay, something like that. We can always do another layer of something to help it, but that's where we got now. I'm gonna do the roof because I only have 10 minutes, and then if we need to touch it up any places or do the sides and we have time, we will. If not, I'll just do the sides when I'm off here. Going blind, having a really hard time. Yeah, it does crush your heart. Oh, 3 months old. I hope it doesn't stay, April. You're in Canada, right? I hope it doesn't stay, girl. Yeah, we've been having nice weather. Nice for us. 40s, 50s, 60s. And for whatever reason, it betrayed us. We woke up to snow today. Okay. So, I will try to paint this on with a brush. This is Rub and Buff Silver Leaf. Rub and Buff Silver Leaf is what this is called. And I have this brush. I have this brush. I think I'm gonna use this. Put some here. And I'm gonna put a roof on here. Rub and Buff goes a long, long way. So you don't need too much to make it look gorgeous. Remember that whole barn shape I did? I lost it. I forgot all about it until now. I lost it. It's fine. It still looks like a barn kind of, right? Okay, then we're going to do a little piece here too. Good morning, Miss Lucille. How are you? Okay, I'm going to do a little bit. Right there too. Okay, then we are gonna take our, I need to clean this table off, y'all. If I don't do that today when I get off of here, yell at me. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna take this and this Distress Oxide and Ground Espresso. How we doing? 8 minutes? And we're gonna add a little bit of dimension here. And has a doctor's appointment. Miss Carol, you have a good day, girl. Good luck, Pauline. Needs a weather vane. What is a weather vane? Hi, Stephanie. Needs a weather vane. Okay, I think we should be good enough to at least get this on here. And we're gonna take this, and I'm taking this one, it's like shaped like this, so it's a little bit more narrow. You could also use I almost said toothbrush. You could also use something, a paintbrush, that actually might work better for this. It might be okay. No, I'm gonna use a paintbrush. I need like, I think this. I think this. There we go. Okay. -11. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna stop complaining. It does need to stop. I have a sore arm today, Lucille. Why, girl? I hope it feels better. It's never fun, especially if it's if it's like your dominant hand when you're crafting. Okay. All right, so we got a little bit of definition. Now we're gonna just throw some here and there to give it a little bit of an aged look. Okay. Has NSEW and a chicken. What? Oh, north, south, east, west. It tells you which way the wind is blowing. Okay. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that. I think we have a bar named the Weather Vane, but I knew you guys weren't talking about that if you're not from here. But now I'm trying to think, does that bar have a thing like that on it? It must have. Okay. Okay, guys. So we're just starting to kind of age it up a little bit. And we got 4 minutes. Okay. And then, what can I do in here? Kind of make some shadows. You hear my dogs bark? They're going nuts. Okay, yeah, kind of give it a shadow a little bit. Okay. That's not it. Sometimes you just gotta have fun. This was fun. And it wasn't too hard. And you can make it out of like, just using these rulers. You can make it just out of using rulers for measurements or straight lines. I don't ever measure or anything, but I should. And get you a cute little barn. Just have some fun with it. Now let me see. I want to do a little bit more with this grass. I'm going to do that color, and I'm going to do this arbor green. This used to be my favorite when I found, before I found English Ivy. It's very pretty green. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take a brush. It's kind of scraggly. Thank you. My arm, I use a walker sometimes. Oh my goodness. I hope it starts to feel better for you. Now we're just gonna take it here. And do some little strokes here. This is the perfect way to wind down after a stressful drive, I'll tell you that much. I feel so much better now. Alright. Okay, ma'am. So just kind of like getting some scraggly little grassy looking pieces up in there. Let me dry this. Thank you, Sheila. You're welcome, Miss Lucille. Thanks, guys. I still need to do the sides. And I need to figure out if I love or hate this up here. But I think the barn is good. I just wanted a simple, beautiful barn. think it's pretty good. And I hope y'all will be able to tell now that we added that other color. It's got just a little more dimension. It looks just a little bit nicer. You could leave it all one color if you wanted to, but I like it. You could do like an old beaten path. You could do a fence. You could do whatever, but I thought this was kind of easy and fun, and that was the thing that I needed, y'all. One of my favorite, isn't it, Becca? It's the best. It's the best. I love it. That's what most of this is, with a little bit of Arbor Green, and I just kind of used both of the colors there, if you can tell at all. Thank you. Gotta go get some bills. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Okay, guys, it's 10 o'clock. Let's go see who's next on Craft Around the Clock, and thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again as soon as I can. Bye, guys. Have a good one.